Hey folks, Dave here with another video review. Up today is the CT001 Skiff from Maas Toys, and it's a Cybertronian Bumblebee. Okay, here's the box. That artwork is by Bobby Skullface. The whole thing was worked by members of the community. Here's Casey Sark, who designed it. The artwork was by Bobby Skullface. Oh, that third one. Graphic design by Brian Sevilla, and photos by Kuma Style. I'm surprised he's on there, to be honest, because recently he was called out for being a scammer. It did turn out that it wasn't a scamming thing; it was actually mail fraud that he committed. He purchased some items, I guess a lot, and they came with some figures that he wanted and some figures that he sold to another person for a certain price shipped. And what he did, he got the box, he opened up the box, took out his items, resealed the box, put the new address label on there, and handed it to the postman without actually purchasing new chipping on it. And the buyer was all upset about it because, of course, he didn't get new chipping, and the chipping didn't work because the old chipping was already processed as delivered. I believe he got reported to the Attorney General because of it, because it is mail fraud. And I know some people try to protect the guy, protect Kuma Style, and say he was just trying to save money for the guy on shipping. But if he sold the item shipped at a certain price, then that should have included the price of shipping, so there was no savings there other than to Kuma Style himself. Another guy started saying that hey, he gave him a great deal at a certain cheap price, and to me, I'm like, well, you agreed to the price, then you're the one agreeing to the price. So, there's really no sense of bringing up that he gave him such a great deal, because hey, you agreed to it. So, if anything, it proved to me that the guy was being protected because he's, I guess, a well-known person in the TF community, and not because he's a good person, but because he's well-known. Everybody protected him and automatically assumed that the other guy was lying. And in the end, it did work out. The guy did receive his stuff, but there was no way of tracking it, and Kuma Style was being a jerk to the guy the whole time, and they just covered it up because, well, he's well-known. Kind of sad, but that's basically where it fell down to. He's well-known, so they're going to cover it up for him. Oh, it's sad. Well, folks, that's enough about talking about crooked people and the crooked dealings. Here he is. Here's Skiff. Comes in here. He comes with no instructions, because he comes with this little thing here. You're supposed to scan, and shows you the video instructions. Here's his head to make him look more G1-ish. Alright. Here he is, Cybertronian mode. Lots and lots of yellow. Right, yellow and black. Basically Bumblebee's colors. Right, and he rolls pretty well. And here's the bottom. There's his hands, his guns. Comes with 2 guns, his feet. And there you go. Transformation is simple. Take off the guns. You don't really have to, but I like to. Makes it easier for me to put them in his hands later on, and this one does not want to come out, so I'm going to leave it in there. Open this, put out his hands. Open this, put his hands. Come back here, untab his legs. There is a slot here, there's a tab there. So forth with the other one. And pull them down. Now I can pull out the other gun. Now this is his waist in robot mode, so you can just push up the legs. They don't lock in place. They just held together for friction. Flip his legs forward and flip this around. And now you can push down his waist like so. And his huge shoulder pads go up. And that came down on its own. You're supposed to push this down, untab it, and push these bits up from underneath, and this head forward. Now, this back piece this back piece here folds out. So what you do, you push from the underneath up, and it folds in on itself. Fold that forward, forward that forward, and then you just push this whole thing down, and so forth. Again, even this joint here that becomes his abs, I guess, doesn't lock into place, so he will keep wanting to do this. Right, shoulder pads. Now the instructions show you that this bit here is supposed to go out and rotate it around, but it kind of looks goofy with the arms all the way out, so I'm just going to leave them in. And you turn this forward. There's his arms. Again, lots of ball joints, and you know what, I love ball joints, but in this one there's too much ball joints. Okay, flip that around, and that's basically him. Okay, that's Bumblebee. There's his face. Looks pretty good. And you can put his guns in his arms like so, in his hands like so, I mean. Alright, now articulation wise, his head can look up, down, and can spin full 360. These large shoulder joints are on ball joints, so they can spin all the way around. Now his arms are on this hinge here, and it's held together by pin, so it doesn't really support the arm very well. And if you have that gun in there, I mean, you could see it slowly going down, but on this side it's really visible. See, just there is an upper joint swivel. There is a bend at the elbow, but it's kind of breaks the mold pretty bad there. And hands are on the ball joints. There's a swivel for the waist, and legs can go up to here, back to there, out, and upper leg swivel and bend at the knee. And this kind of separates sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. And there are ball joints for the feet. This one's kind of loose, so I'm gonna have to put some glue on it. So there you go. See, some size comparisons. Here he is with the Legends class figure, or Scout class, whatever they call him now. Here he is with the Robot Master, my favorite Decepticon, and here he is with the deluxe size Power of the Primes figure. So he is kind of smallish. I get what they were going for, but some of the choices they made kind of hinder or make the figure too wobbly, too funky. The ball joints all over the place. I understand the want and need for ball joints, but sometimes you can just go too overboard. These bits here are a little bit too big. Wish there was a way to have folded them in. Mine's already getting stress marks due to the cheapness of the plastic. I mean, the arm joints, they should have used something better. That's just sad for a figure to have transformed once before this review. It's good, but it's not great, or it's decent, but it's not good, one of the two. I'm glad I purchased it at a $14.99 price. I would have been upset if I would have paid $39.99 for this thing. It's not worth $39.99. $14.99, maybe $20 at the most. That's it. That's all I can really say about this figure. It's decent, but it's not the greatest thing. And no locking mechanisms and certain things really hurt it, because this thing it's just floppy. I don't know what else. Oh, the ball joints on the feet are also weak, and they kind of have a tendency of going backwards if you don't lean him forward a little bit. Don't waste your money paying full retail. Buy it on the sale price. You'll be a lot happier with that at the sale price. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below. Thank you for watching. Have a great afternoon, week, and evening. And as always, God bless. If you want more pictures, let me know and I'll put them on my blog. Thank you. Bye.